Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. If you are new to our channel, make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss out any future uploads. In this video, we'll teach you that how to start a small farm for profit. We'll also teach you how to start a small farm with no money. When you look up resources on farming, you might start to notice a trend. Most of modern agriculture is centered on growing a single, low-value crop on a piece of land that's hundreds of acres in size. To compete with these kinds of farmers, you would need a huge piece of land and all sorts of large machinery or lots of seasonal workers. But there is another way. Whether you're looking to start running a small farm as a business or just to grow fresh and healthy food for your family, there are strategies to make it happen. The biggest cost associated with starting a farm is the land. Starting a small farm can be a big undertaking. Following the right steps will help to set you up with the highest chance of success. Step 1. Start out small. Would-be farmers might have some overly romanticized notions about what living and working on a small farm all day would be like. In truth, a lot of the work is harder and more tedious than you might be expecting. It's best to start off small and add to your farm gradually. If you've never grown any vegetables before in your life, start by just growing a couple of tomato plants or a box of herbs before you consider starting a farm as your primary source of income or food. Gradually expand over several years until you're comfortable growing a fairly large amount of food. It's better to make mistakes and fail on a small scale. If you learn from your mistakes early on, you're less likely to make catastrophic mistakes that result in widespread crop failure later. Even once you get to your farm, avoid trying to do everything you want in the first year. It's easy to get demoralized and give up if you bite off more than you can chew. In your first year, you might want to start with just a garden before planting rows and rows of crops. If you're considering adding animals to your farm, start off with just a couple of chickens or a single goat before you decide to bring an entire herd onto the farm. It's much easier to learn the intricacies and quirks of one animal than a whole family of them. Step 2. Get real-world experience. Reading books or taking courses are great ways to get information, but apprenticing with other farmers will teach you infinitely more. There's something much more powerful about getting your hands dirty and having someone give you direct feedback. You notice and learn things in the field that aren't as obvious in a purely academic setting. Find a good mentor and spend some time learning as much as you can from them. If you can't find any paid farm jobs in your area, this might even mean volunteering your time for free so that you can learn. While it might seem rough to put in all that time and effort with no immediate payoff, the knowledge you'll take with you to your own farm will be invaluable. Step 3. Decide if you're doing this to earn money or not. Some small farm owners continue to work a full-time job off the farm. For them, it's more of a hobby, and they might not sell anything produced on their farm. Other small farmers make the food that they produce their entire livelihood. Early on, you might want to hedge your bets. If you currently have a full-time job, you might want to drop down to part-time hours but still keep a job of some sort. That way you can devote more time to farming, but your income isn't completely dependent on the farm either. You might want to wait until you see the profits from the first couple of years on your farm before deciding to go full-time with it. Step 4. Get financing. Unless you've recently come into a big windfall of money, chances are that you aren't going to pay for your small farm with cash. So you'll need some way of getting the money to buy your dream farm. You might turn to family and friends and get them to invest in your small farm. You can promise them a certain percentage return each year, in addition to repaying their initial investment. Or you may look for a more formal mortgage from your bank. You won't just want to get a loan for the land, but for everything else that will go along with it as well. A good estimate will be needed of how much additional money you'll need for equipment, renovations and improvements, and anything else necessary to get your farm in working order. The cost of seeds, fuel, and other little things will all add up, especially if you aren't earning any money for several months while your first crops grow. Step 5. Grow and sell your farm products. Once you've got your farm, all that's left is to start growing and selling your products. If you did your market research in previous steps, this should be fairly straightforward. You should already know if you're going to sell to stores, restaurants, set up a produce stand on your farm, attend farmers markets, or offer CSA, community-supported agriculture, boxes directly to customers. We hope this video will be interesting for you. Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe our channel.